वो क्लास ज्वाइन हुआ?
हाँ हो गया
ఇదైతే
లింక్ పంపియరా
మేడం వచ్చింది
మైక్రో ఎకనామిక్స్.
Bro, your voice is not coming clearly.
లింక్ పంపండి బ్రో క్లాస్ ది.
లింక్ బ్రో
ఎకనామిక్స్ లింక్ పంపండి ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంటే.
Group link
ఎకనామిక్స్ గ్రూప్ లింక్.
ఎకనామిక్స్
అడుగుదా డెంగ్యూ లేని వాళ్ళ
గ్రూప్ లేదు క్రియేట్ చేయాలి.
ఎకనామిక్ గ్రూప్ లేదు, క్రియేట్ చేయాలి.
బిజినెస్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్
మా అన్ని ఒకటే గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టండి, అది గ్రూప్ చేయకండి.
మేడం వాళ్ళు 3 గ్రూపులు చేసింది మేడం, ఒక గ్రూప్ చేస్తే.
మా ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్ ఒకటే గ్రూప్ పెట్టండి.
మేడం నో వీడియో
మేడం. ఏ గ్రూప్ మేడం?
ఒకటి చేసిన ఫైనాన్షియల్ అకౌంటింగ్ కాదమ్మా, బీకామ్ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్.
గ్రూప్ మనకే ఉంది మేడం.
మేడం నో వీడియో ప్లీజ్. మేడం నో వీడియో. మేడం నో వీడియో.
Yes, coming.
ఓకే మేడం, ఓకే.
అకౌంటింగ్
ప్లీజ్ కంటిన్యూ క్లాస్ నౌ.
ఏమైంది?
వన్ అయిపోయింది. వాయిస్ మైక్ ఆఫ్ చేయండి.
అందరు మైక్స్ ఆఫ్ చేయండి.
మీరు చేయకుండా నేనే చేసేసిన మీ అందరిని. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Okay. And when I start, after starting my class, no one is going to give me any messages. Okay. Now, what was the last topic? If anyone wants a doubt, they can raise their hand. I will mute them. They can answer me. I'm audible to everyone. I'm audible. Okay. Now you can see the screen. What was the last topic? Everyone remove the hand raised. Remove the hand raised, everyone. Hand raised చేసిన వారందరూ తీసేయండి. Samir, you also. Akhil. Yes, I want to know which topic I have completed in the last class. Yes, Srinivas, I want to continue accounting concepts. Okay. Accounting concepts. Features, functions. Ma, one more thing I want to tell you all. Whatever the slides I'm giving, just you note down in your notebook. You can refer for your examination that answers. Whatever the questions is there, that's according to that only I'm giving the screens. Okay. You go through that questions only. No need to go again the other answer. Are ye chota answer hai. Nothing is there. You can write the same thing, whatever I'm giving on the PPT. I can't send the PPT notes. Whatever I'm explaining, when I ask you to take the PPT screenshots, you take, and after class, when you have the time, Monday to Friday, you complete your notes. Yes, I have gave the important questions. Yes, this one finished now, bookkeeping and accounting. So whatever the slides I'm telling you, just you note down in your one book. And don't make too many groups. Only one group. And you make all the lecturers who are all taking your classes, that lecturers should be there in one group only. If too many groups means we are also confused, which group is this? So we'll also be not able to give the questions to you. Is it clear? And I don't want to see any unnecessary messages. And whatever you want to discuss, you discuss about the subject only. Okay. Next. This one I have finished. And this is a very long answer. It's very important question. If anyone is Tummala Chandu, why you are scribbling on the screen? This one is I explain the differences between the bookkeeping and the accounting. A very long answer. Differences between bookkeeping. Yes. I'm telling the question also, differences between bookkeeping and the accounting. Take this one, screenshot. And this one. This 2 slides is for long answer. It's enough. Not more than this you can write. इतना लिखे तो बस है 2 slides. Okay. And explain the branches of accounting. Explain the branches of accounting. Or explain the branches of accounting. And next question. Explain the parties. Explain the parties interested in accounting information. Interested in accounting information. this slide. And next slide. This 2 slides is a long answer. As a long answer, this one and this one. Okay. And next question is, explain the advantages and limitations of accounting. Explain the advantages and disadvantages of accounting. This one. Now you can scribble on this. Yes, ma. Yes, I am seeing that. That is a Samir Babu, Akhil. Now no one can do because I have removed the annotations from that. Now no one can do that. Okay. What is Deen Dayal? What is this, ma? Financial accounting? Okay. Now till here, you have finished and you have taken the screenshots. This one is a disadvantage. Okay. Now we are going to the accounting process. What is the accounting process? Here, the process. It is also very important accounting cycle in the accounting process. There are the steps in the accounting process. The accounting process is the series of steps which is followed by the business entity. Business entity means whatever the business activities that should be done step by step for whatever the business entity to record all the financial transactions. That includes step for collecting. First, you have to collect and you have to identify, then you have to classify, then you have to summarize and you have to record it. That is a business transaction in the books of accounts of the company. Understood? So that the financial statement of entity can be prepared and the profit and the financial position of the business can be known after regular intervals of time. Means time to time they can make it out. Are you clear? Now, this is the accounting cycle. In the accounting cycle, we have the 8 steps. According to the 8 steps, the work of the accounting will be completed. First, you have to identify what is a transaction it is. Then, after writing that, you have to record that in the journal entries. The next, you have to post the ledger entries. The next, unadjusted trial balance. You have to adjust the trial balance. Then you have to make with the adjusted entries. Then adjusted trial balance, financial statements, close the books. So these all are the 8 steps where you have to complete your accounting. Is it clear? Draw this, you can take the screenshot and afterwards you can write it down. Yes, Amir? Yes, Amir, you can mute yourself. Amir. Yes. Finished? Okay. Next is a now. This is the explanation mark. First one is you are, I told no. Identify the transaction. Means identify transaction is nothing but it is related to the business. Is it clear? Which are identified. Ajay, there are the some of the people, even they are asking me to explain in the Hindi also, beta. Ma Ajay, if you want, ma నీకు తెలుగులో కావాలంటే తెలుగు క్లాస్ లో జాయిన్ కానా అన్న ఇదే సేమ్ టైమింగ్ లో ఉంది. సేమ్ టైమింగ్ లో ఉంది. తెలుగు అక్కడ కూడా జాయిన్ కావచ్చమ్మా. ఓకేనా? So here, identify. So here, transaction, whatever it is related to the business are identified and cataloged. Catalog means, for example, sales order may be set aside to record as an income. How? Sales. When you are selling your product, then you are recording. That is, when you are selling your product, that is an income to you. When you are selling, you are getting the money. So that is a income. Is it right? While office supply receipts, office, if you are paying any expenses, when you are taking any supply, the receipt, that may be set aside as a expenses. Means sales means you are getting the money. Expenses means you are paying the money. That is identify the transaction. Got my point? The next, record the journal entries. This is the second step in the accounting cycle. Journal entries, where it is a journal entries where you are recorded in appropriate category. Appropriate category means whether you are selling the sales means you will be writing in the sales book. If you are writing in the cash means cash book. Okay. And third one is the post ledger entries, where journal entries are added to the general entries. Journal entries are recorded, added to the journal entries. Unadjusted trial balance. Unadjusted trial balance means what? Here in your trial balance, you will be finding the debit and credit. Okay. Debit means what comes in. Credit means what goes out. So here debit and credit must be balanced for accounts to be corrected. Adjusted. Trial balance में कैसा रहता बोले तो in trial balance both the debit and credit should be equal. Same amount. So if there is any mistake, that must be identified and corrected. If you are not, debit and credit is not tally in the trial balance, again you have to check it and you have to identify it and you have to correct it. Got my point? And next is adjusted entries. Entries are adjusted. How? Whether it's to be added any income or any expenses, and they were not captured during the step 4, 1 to 4. So here adjustment, adding and subtracting, that will not be taken from first step to the 4th step. For example, bank interest statement means even in the trial balance also any addition of the income addition of income or the expenses cannot be added. For example, bank interest statement. Whatever the statement of the bank you have, that may not arrive until after the close of accounting period. That is, adjusted entry can be made include interest. Is it clear? For example, bank interest statements may not arrive. May not arrive means you didn't get any information that is at the accounting period, and adjusted entry can be made to include the interest. That is the fifth step. And sixth step is adjusted trial balance. Before taking the time to create, the financial statement in the next step, financial statement, ma'am, debit is deduction now. That Dikshita, a debit means deduction. That is according to your messages, that will be deduction. When it is a credited means the amount will be added. Is it clear? But in the accounting, debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. Okay? And here, this is a before taking the time to create the financial statements, means when you are before making the financial statement, in the next step, run the adjusted trial balance. Whatever the adjustment is there in the trial balance, that can be made sure and there are no mistakes. Mistakes means if it is like 500 means instead of 500 you are writing the 50. There should not be any mistake. If debit and credit and credits are not equal, when his adjustments are not made, so debit and credits will not be equal, and the accountant will need to go back. Again, he have to review whatever the entries is made. If it is not debit and credits are not equal, again the accountant has to go back and each and every entries, each and every author he has to find it. Then entries to find the mistake. Take the screenshot, ma. Question is, explain the accounting cycle or explain the accounting cycle or explain the steps in you are taking more time to write. Explain the accounting cycle or explain the steps in the accounting process. So this is a question. For this question, you take down this one. Screenshot. First is this one. First is this one. Next is this one. Third one, this one. Over. Make it fast, ma. First, second, third, yes, it is long answer, ma. This. Now, no, Chandu, I can't send you. You have to take the screenshot and write the question and put it in the group. Okay, Rahul and Chandu will do this. And one more girl is also there, Priyanka. One more girl is there, no? What her name? Gayatri. So here, after the fifth step, seventh one, financial statements. What are the financial statements? The correct balance, whatever the balances we have, that can be used to create the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Cash flow statements, whatever the incomes you are getting. Outflow means the amount is which is going out. Okay, income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow. Next one is the last one is a close the books, revenues and expenses. These revenues and expenses, these are closed. Bank and credit card statements are reconciled. They'll be making the reconcile and the accounts are set up for following month. So these are the 8 steps should be followed for about. Okay, any doubt? Ma, if you know the concept, if you know the terminology, easily you can do your problems. Here means reconcile, means all are in the whether it is recorded or not, correct or not. Okay. Now, next one is explain the classification of account. Explain the classification of account. And next I'm telling the explain the classification of account. Explain the classification of accounts. In this, accounts are classified into 2. One is impersonal account, the other one is a personal account. In the impersonal account, again it is classified into 2, that is real account and the nominal account. Got my point? Yes, ma. I'm telling in a long answer, you have to make it all, if at all, if it they give for the short also, you are able to write. Ma, sometime you may get the video, sometime you may not be get the video, ma. Yes, Chandu, what the doubt you have? Yes. So here it is accounts are classified into 2. One is an impersonal account and a personal account. These impersonal accounts, it's classified into 2. That is a real and a nominal. Now we'll explain. Wherever it is possible, just you can draw and keep ready. Now, according to the traditional means old method, it is classified into 3. One is a real account, nominal account, and personal account. Now, first we are going to talk about the personal account. Personal account means name of the person. Now you have a Arjun Yadav personal account. Means that is all the accounts will be written in his book only. XYZ company means all the transactions of the company of that is the company's personal account. Got my point? So your personal accounts are the accounts that are used to record the transaction related to individual person or the firm or the company or other organization. If suppose if anyone is working in any company, so here your salary, your company expenses, everything. Suppose if they give the check to you as a salary, so the check will be on the check. What will be there? The company name. That is the check is paid on behalf of the company. Means that company's name will be there. That is a company's individual account. Means that is a personal account. Got my point? Example of such accounts include a individual account. Example, X account, the account held by Modern Enterprise and Citibank account. Next one is impersonal accounts, which are impersonal accounts that do not related to a person. Impersonal account kya hai? It is not related to my individual. It may be a real account and with a nominal account. That is a real account will be the permanent and nominal account is a temporary. Now we'll see what is a real account. A real account exist even after the end of accounting period. It will be continued. Accounting period hone ke baad bhi it will be continued. And the account starts with a zero balance. It will not with the carry on with the thousands, lakhs. Means that accounts will be started with from the zero balance and which is will be carry forward from the previous account. Suppose December 21. Chandu, ikkada meeku first unit complete. It is a theory. So that is theory questions I am giving you. And next is going to get your problems. Might be tomorrow onwards, you will be going to get the problems. Okay. So here, real account, మీరు మెసేజ్ చేయకండి మా నేను ఏదైతే ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయాలనుకున్నా వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ యూ బై సీయింగ్ యువర్ మెసేజెస్ ఐ ఫర్గెట్ టు టెల్ యూ means my concentration will not be there. Please don't message me. So here, the end of the December 31st, whatever the account balance you have remaining, that balance will be carried forward to the next 1st January 2022. The closing balance of the 21 will be the opening balance of 22. Got my point? So, for example, such accounts include the machinery account, land accounts, furniture account, cash accounts, and accounts payable accounts. Usually, real accounts are listed in the balance sheet. Okay. Ma idi screenshot discount tondorga fast ga. Next, nominal account. Nominal account are closed at the end of accounting period. Okay, accounting period means January 1st to 31st December. Okay, accounting period will be closed. For the next accounting period, these accounts start with the zero balance. Again, from the January 1st, the account balances will be started with the zero. And here, in the nominal, in which account? In the real account, closing balance will be carried forward to the next year. But in the nominal account, it will not be started like that. If you are starting with the accounting period, again, it starts with the zero balance. Nominal account typically cover issues, that is incomes, gains, expenses, and losses. Okay. Normally, normally nominal accounts are used to accumulate income and expenses. Accumulate income and expenses means what income you are getting, what you are paying. Okay. In turn, these data can be used to prepare income statements. Whatever the information you are getting from starting month to the ending month, that all will accumulated at one place, and then income statement will be prepared, or trading account and the profit and loss account will be prepared. For this reason, nominal accounts are sometimes referred to the income statement accounts, because whatever the entries are made, that will be accumulated and that will be income statement will be prepared. That income statement you will be making in the trading account and profit and loss account and the balance sheet. So that's why these nominal accounts are called the income statement accounts. For example, in nominal account, it includes sales and purchases. It includes the sales and purchases, whatever the gains on assets, wages paid, rent paid, means all the income and expenditure. Sales means when you are selling, you are getting the income. Purchases means you are getting the goods, you are paying out, salaries paid, wages paid, rent paid, means expenses also there, income also there. So example for all the nominal accounts. And here next is the principles of double entry. Double entry means what? That is a double entry. Entry means bookkeeping is a systematic of keeping accounts which take the, first I'm giving that definition. Double entry bookkeeping is the system of keeping accounts which take the advantage of two folds. Two folds means that is a debit and credit. Twofold aspects every transaction, whereby one account that receives is the debit and the other account which gives is the credited. Yes, ma? Everyone is clear? Now, we'll see the following simple rules of the double entry system. The first one is, for every credited entry, whatever the credited entry is there in account, there must be a corresponding debit entry in another account. Got my point? When there is a debit is there, opposite to that credit should also there. That is, for every credited entry in one account, there must be a corresponding debit entry another account. It's clear? And next one is, for every debit entry in account, there should be a corresponding credit entry. Debit ko corresponding credit रहता and debit entry ko credit entry रहता. And all transaction must be recorded in two accounts. One is debit and the other one is a credit. This is a double entry. Screenshot ले लिए? Finished? Next. Explain the principles of double entry. Okay. Explain the principles of double entry. Now, what is application and what are the principles of double entry? Any transaction involves in the two accounts. One is a receiver. When you are going to shop, you want a product. If you want to buy any perfume, you take the perfume. Simply you'll give, only one transaction will you have? No. When you are taking the perfume, on the other hand, you are paying the money. There are the two folds, no? Double entry, no? You are paying money, you are taking the perfume. One is a giver, the other one is a receiver. You are receiving the perfume, and again you are giving the money. You are taking the perfume, you are giving the money. Means there will be two members. One is a receiver, one is a giver. Okay. Any transaction involves the two accounts. That is receiving account or the receiver, giving account or giver. Debtor receiving account, creditor giving account. With value it receives, with value it gives. Okay. The basic principle of double entry. Basic principle means what? There are always two entries for every transaction. So there will be two entries for every transaction. Two entries. One entry is known as a credit entry. The other entry is known as a debit entry. Okay. And there should be a T account. See here. It is looking like a T only now. One is a debit. On left hand side of you, it is a debit. And right hand side of you, it is a credit. Okay. On left side is a debit. On right side, it is a credit. Got my point? Any doubts? It is in which displayed in which form? It is a T account. Now we'll see. Next is a purchase of office stationery. For example, Chandu, now the problems is going to start. If you know the concept, then only you are going to give the answer. You can do the problem. Now it is going to. First one is a purchase of office stationery for cash. Means what? You are paying the money and you are taking the cash. One is a giver, one is a receiver. Okay. Debit. Office account data to cash means you are taking the stationery and you are paying the cash. Means here, debit. On debit side, it is a office stationery, that is increase in expenses. Credit cash, that is decrease in a asset. Cash sales. Entry is cash account data to sales account, where it is increasing in a asset and decreasing in a income. Next is the credit sales. Means where you are selling your goods, that is a product for not immediately the person is not paying cash. Is you are giving on a credit. Means you are telling that person, first you use my product, afterwards you pay it. Okay. So here it is giving in a credit. So that is a credit sales. Receivables and the credit sales. Means here increase in income and increase in assets. Both. You are increasing in asset and increasing in income. Both sides. Because you are getting the asset also and you are not paying. So your money will be there only. Afterwards you will pay. And next is a payment by a customer. Asset means that is a fixed asset, is nothing but it like a property. Cash is your asset. Building is your asset. Furniture your asset. Means the asset which can be changed into a money immediately. Stock is also your asset. Capital is not your asset. It is a liability. Means when you are starting your business, if you are getting a loan from the bank, that is you are investing that bank amount in your business as a capital. So you are using the capital and every month you are paying the interest. Okay. Got my point? Hmm. Now, posting of transaction from cash book to ledger posting. So first you will be writing in a detail, then next step is you will be writing in the cash book to ledger posting. In the ledgers, how you will be post. That is, posting is the act of doing one book as a means of entering the item to other account so as to complete the double entry. When applying the principle of double entry, students are advised to write up the cash book first. Are you all getting? Posting is the act of using one book as a means of entering the items to other book. From one book to the other book you are writing. That is to complete your double entry. Means credit also, debit also. When you are applying this double entry system, you are advised to first you have to prepare the cash book. Is it? And all the items on credit side of the cash book must be transferred to the credit side of individual entries and ledger. Whatever you are writing on a debit side, the same thing should be written on a same amount should also written on a credit side. Okay. All items on a credit side of the cash book must be posted to the debit side of individual ledgers. Whatever you're writing on a credit side, the same should be written on a credit debit side also. Both the things can be done. Any doubts to anyone? So here, start with 1 minute, ma. No, you see in this slide. Start business with rupees 800 cash. Means here, cash is a debit. Means you are getting the cash. The same cash you are investing in a business. Means here, cash account data to capital account. Cash is on a debit side, capital on a credit side. Okay. Goods sold on credit to Mr. Ayo. Because here, he is not paying the cash immediately. When cash is not paid, you have to write the person name. Ayu account data to sales account. Means Ayu has sold the goods on a credit. He has given the product, but he has not taken the money. So that is a credit. That's why who has given the goods on a credit? Ayu has given the goods on a credit. That is a sales. Yes. Ayu is a debit. Yes, again he will going to get amount. Okay. We paid creditor Mr. Olu by check. Means he has not paid any cash. He has given the check. Whenever you're finding the check, you have to write the bank. So who has a paid creditor? Who has paid the amount through the check? Olu has paid the amount. Olu account data to bank account. Olu is a debit and the bank is a credit. Means again, through the bank, the amount should be paid to the Olu. Yes. Goods, you have purchased the goods, not by the cash. You gave the check. You bought. So account will be purchase account data to bank. Because through check you are paying. Next is the sold goods for cash. Cash account data to sales account. You are getting the cash. Your products are going out. Cash will be the debit. Sales is the credit. What comes in, what goes out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. By the goods were returned to Mr. Kufor. So returned to Mr. Kufor. That is a Kufor account data to return outwards. Are you getting? It's clear to everyone? Take the screenshot. Means return outwards. I have purchased. If any damage, again I'll return to you. From you I bought. Okay. I have goods I brought from you. I paid the cash. Some is the damage is there. Again I'll return to you. That is return outwards. Purchase return, that is outward. When I'm sales, I'll do the sales means return inwards. Take the screenshot. Yes. So tomorrow we are going to start with the problems now. So how you will be posting this all? This is a question. Tomorrow we'll do. Okay. Okay, beta. Bye. Good afternoon. See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye. Ma, wait. Once, everyone, please wait. Don't leave the class. Don't leave the class, ma. Once. Yes, you can leave now. No offline classes. Rahul, Chendo, and the Sirisha. You make only one group, ma. Don't make many groups. I'll be sending the question papers only in which group I am. And in all the subjects, that is BOM, accounts and economics, only one group. Don't make the FA one group, economics one group. All the subjects will be in one group only. No separate groups, ma. Only one group for all subjects. Whatever the information from the university also will be sending only from one group. No separate groups. Only one group is there, ma'am, for us. Not only me, other lecturers also. 2 lecturers are there, no? Their group in that name, you put your madams also in that. Yes. Don't put as a financial accounting. Put as a first semester 2021 to 22. BRAOU, first semester. Vamshi, you ask to the Rahul has sent a link. You can join. Okay, see you. Bye.